Fifth grade, getting ready for sixth grade, lesson 19, histograms, activity. The table below shows the ages of the members of a bicycle club. Make a histogram of the data. A histogram is a bar graph that shows how often data occurred in intervals. So in a histogram, the bars touch because they represent continuous intervals. So there's no gaps between them. It means that this moves from this thing to the next. Step 1, make a frequency table with intervals of 10. Fill in the frequencies. So how many tallies do we have for 10 through 19? 3. How many tallies do we have for 20 through 29? 10. How many frequencies do we have, or tallies do we have for 30 through 39? 5. How many for 40 to 49?
6.
And 50 to 59?
4.
Okay, so then choose an appropriate scale and interval for the vertical axis and list the intervals on the horizontal axis. Label each axis. So they went ahead and set this up for you. So they went ahead and did the horizontal and did the ages along it. They went ahead and did the vertical and did the number of members along the vertical axis. So what would be a good title for our chart, for our histogram? So usually you use what you used in your chart before, right? So ages of members in a bicycle. Well, okay. So then for ages 10 through 19, how much was that? How many people was that? 3. So we're going to do 3 and color it in. How many for 20 to 29? 10. So like it said, you keep them touching and then you color that in. What about 30 to 39? How many people is that? 5. Now, do they give us odd numbers? No, so you have to cut those lines in half, right? What about 40 to 49? What was 40 to 49? 6. And then what about 50 to 59?
4.
And like it said previously, with a histogram, you do not leave any gaps. You have all the bars touching. Otherwise, that would be called a bar graph. So a histogram, wherever your bars are, there's no space in between them. What if you change the histogram to show 4 age groups with 12-year intervals? How would the histogram change? There would only be 4 bars, but the frequencies would still add up to the same number. Each interval would just include more ages. Basically, our chart would look a little bit different, but it would still add up to the same amount. Share and show for 1 through 3 use the data below. The number of vacation days that each employee of a company took last summer is given below. So they have the different amounts of time. So start at 1 day and use 4 days for each interval. List the intervals. So basically, they've already done your tallies for you, right? Okay, so you just need to fill in your frequencies and then fill in the chart as well. Okay, so they said for 1 to 4 days, it was 4. For 5 to 8, it was 10. For 9 to 12, it was
4.
And for 13 to 16, it was
2.
2. They already, once again, filled in your horizontal with the number of days and your vertical with the number of employees, but you also have to have a what? A title, right? What could be the title of your chart? Vacation days taken. Okay, and then when it said to list the intervals, what did they list the intervals in? They did 1 to 4. What else did they do? 5 to 8. What else? 9 to 12 and 13 to 16. Okay, so then how many did we have for 1 to 4? 4. So I'm going to draw that bar over here. How many did they have for 5 to 8? 10. How many did they have for 9 to 12? 4. And then 13 to 16? 2. Okay, so we did our table, we did our histogram. So then on your own, you're going to have to make your own frequency table, and you're going to have to make your own histogram of the date. So let's go ahead and draw that real quick. So maybe your chart will go about right here, and your chart will go about here, and your histogram will go below it, wherever you can find a little bit of room to do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and draw it over to the side. So basically, you're going to have your chart with your 3 columns, and then what's going to be in the number column? Number of minutes, right? Okay, what would go in your next column? Your tally, right? And then your next one would be your frequency. And then you guys are going to have to figure out how you want to do that, right? What would be your lowest one that you would have? What's your lowest number of minutes, guys? 30. So could you do like 30 to 39? Could you do that? Okay. And then you guys are going to have to come up with the next set that you need. So you're going to need at least 3 more sections, right? In your table. And then you guys can come up with that, okay? Then you guys are going to have to set up your histogram over here. So you're going to need a title. And then what would be your label for across the bottom? Number of minutes, right? And then what would go along the side? How many students, or the number of students, right? So this would be your number of students. Okay, so number of students would be right there. And then, so you guys basically need to draw your lines. So there'd be your 2, your 4, your 6, your 8, and your 10, right? And then down here, you would go ahead, and then that's where you're going to put your number of minutes, whatever units you use, your intervals, right? And you guys will list those there, and then you're going to have to put them on your chart, correct? Okay, so how many total intervals will you have? 4, right? So you should have 4 intervals listed here, and then you'll use those 4 intervals to place them down here. Okay, so you'll put your intervals on those lines, all right? That's amazing. Okay, so like I said, you guys will make your frequency chart. You guys will then use that information to make your histogram chart. Okay, so problem solving. Number 7, the number of words per minute that one class of students typed is given below. What are reasonable intervals for the data? So basically, we don't have to do the frequency table, and we don't have to do the histogram chart. They just want to know what kind of intervals would be good. So what is our lowest amount of time? 30, right? Is that right? No, 30 is not right. What is our lowest number? 28. You guys see anything lower than that?
25.
Is there a 25? Yep, there's a 25. So what would be our best place to start? 20 to what? 20 to 29. Oh, hold on. So 20 to 29. What would be our next one? 30 to 39. What would be our next one? 40 to 49. Do we need to keep going? Is there anything higher than 49? No. Okay. So it would be 20 to 29, 30 to 39, and then 40 to 49. Now, if we wanted our chart to be a little bit more specific, could we make those intervals different?
Yes.
Yes. What else could we have made them at? Could we do 20 to 25? And then so on and have them be a little bit smaller intervals? Yes. Okay. So we could have went on from there too, but we already came up with the other three.